Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Nwokemba Gift. I'm a lawyer and I'm a founder of The Legal Critic. If you know you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please click on the subscribe button and don't forget to turn on your notification post so that you'll be the first to know whenever I make a content of this nature. Thank you guys. Okay guys, welcome to another episode of The Legal Critic. In today's video, I'll be talking about Chapter 3 of the Constitution. Chapter 3 of the Constitution provides for citizenship. In this set chapter, it has 8 sections beginning from section 25 down to section 32. I'll be telling us how we can acquire a citizen, who is a citizen, and if dual citizen is possible or attainable. A citizen is an inhabitant of a particular country that has the full rights and responsibility as a member of the said country. A citizen of a particular country has the protection of that country. This chapter talks about different ways a person can acquire citizenship in Nigeria. One of the ways a person can acquire citizenship is by birth. In order for you to be a citizen of Nigeria by birth, you must be born in Nigeria, and either of your parents or grandparents is also a citizen of Nigeria. You can also be a citizen of Nigeria by birth if you're born outside Nigeria and either your parents, not your grandparents, your parents are citizens of Nigeria. The second way a person can acquire citizenship in Nigeria is citizenship by registration. A person who wishes to be a citizen of Nigeria can be registered as a citizen and will confirm citizenship by the president if the president is satisfied that he or she is a good person, or he or she has shown clear intention of his desire to be domiciled in Nigeria. He or she has taken an oath of allegiance prescribed on the 7th schedule of this constitution. In citizenship by registration, you have to register and fulfill all these requirements as stipulated in the constitution. Well, the president has so much power. My question now is, why is the process of acquiring citizenship by registration left for just the president alone? Why are the criteria not conjunctively handled by both the president and the Senate? Because this kind of power can be abused. If the president does not like your face, even if you fulfill all those criteria, the president might just say, no, you're not going to be a citizen, even after making some investment in Nigeria. I think this appointment or registration should be done with either the Senate and even approved by courts. These are the ways checks and balances have been obtained in Nigeria, and not just leaving it alone for the president to handle. My humble thoughts. Now, who can apply for registration as a citizen? Any woman who either he or she is being married to a citizen of Nigeria can apply to be a citizen. For instance, as a woman, if I'm not a Nigerian and my husband is a Nigerian, I can apply to be a citizen of Nigeria. Or any person that is born outside of Nigeria, which grandparents is a citizen of Nigeria. If you're born outside of Nigeria, then either of your parents has to be a citizen of Nigeria, not your grandparents. So if your grandparents is born outside is a citizen of Nigeria and you're born outside Nigeria, then in order for you to be a citizen of Nigeria, you have to apply for it. The third way a person can acquire citizenship is by naturalization. Citizen by naturalization occurs where a person who has lived in Nigeria for a very long time applies to the president for a grant of a certificate of naturalization. In order for such application to be granted, the applicant must satisfy that he or she is of full age, has a good character, has shown clear intention and desire to be domiciled in Nigeria. He is acceptable in the locality where he or she lives, and that he or she has made or is capable of making useful contribution to the advancement of Nigeria. Another one is that he or she must have taken the oath of allegiance and must have been in Nigeria, lived in Nigeria for nothing less than 15 years. These are the criteria for the application to be granted in citizenship by naturalization. The major question now people keep asking is, Can you be a citizen of Nigeria and a citizen for another country? This is what we call dual citizenship. Yes, it is attainable. Now, a citizen by naturalization or registration cannot acquire another citizenship of a different country except by birth. That is, except he is a citizen of, he or she is a citizen of that other country by birth. Also, a person who wishes to acquire a citizenship by registration must first renounce any citizenship he or she has with another country, which is either by registration or naturalization. Now, what am I trying to say? You can be a citizen of this country, of Nigeria, and also a citizen of another country. However, in order for you to be a citizen of Nigeria, you and another country, you must be a citizen of Nigeria by birth before you can apply to be a citizen of another country, either by registration or naturalization. You cannot be a citizen of Nigeria by registration and naturalization, and you still want to acquire another citizenship in another country, except that other country, your citizenship status is by birth. It's as simple as that. Also, the person can renounce his or her citizenship, whether it's by birth or by naturalization or by registration. It can be renounced. A citizen of any nature can be renounced. However, such person must be of full age, that is 18 years and above, and the renunciation shall not be made during war that Nigeria is physically involved. So if you want to renounce citizenship of Nigeria, you must be 18 years and above, and it must not be during war. Apart from that period, you can actually renounce your citizenship. Another reason why a person might not be granted a citizenship of either registration or naturalization is if the president is satisfied that the person has either been imprisoned for a grant of such citizenship, of an offense that is not less than 3 years, or has acted in any manner that is disloyal to Nigeria. So whenever you apply for citizenship, either by registration or naturalization, you must not have been imprisoned for any serious offense, and you must not have acted in any way that will show disloyalty to Nigeria. Just as I said before, why is it that the power that is left for just the president without the Senate checkmating it? This can lead to abuse. I think the powers given to the president, I know he's the president, but he has to be checkmate, because if you don't put a balance in the power, abuse is inevitable. So the constitution should actually be amended in that area with respect to chapter 3 to include that an approval from the Senate, because the president might not like you and will decide not to grant you citizenship. Meanwhile, you've actually made some investment in Nigeria, and you can actually be granted citizenship if not for one other personal reason the president may have. So I think this section should be looked into. The president also has some power by virtue of the constitution to make some regulations with respect to citizenship. Now, this chapter is saying that the president has powers to make regulations which he shall lay before the National Assembly. Now, this is the provision of section 32 sub 2. In my opinion, it is porous, as the provision was not specific enough to know the specific function of the National Assembly or the reaction. It only said that the president will make some regulation and lay it before the National Assembly. The provision did not specify if the National Assembly will look into it, if the National Assembly would act upon it, where the National Assembly do not find it worthy, what will happen. So this section is actually very porous and needs to be unambiguous so that it can effect reasonable meaning. Thank you guys for watching today's video. I'm going to bring in my next video chapter 4 of the Constitution. I hope you're having an amazing time analyzing the Constitution with me. Thank you, and see you on my next video. Bye.